There is a fifth dimension beyond which is known to man. It is the dimension of vast space, and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between DC and Marvel, science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fear and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination, booze and phasers, breaking the panel and Pokemon Goes. Hell, it's even the dimension of Botched. In this area, which we call the Giant Size Team Up Network.
Not long ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. Gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Previously on Botched. As the party looked on, Dirk heroically jumped from pillar to pillar across a pool of lava towards the magical key that would let them out of the P door. Tragically, Dirk fell down the last pillar above the key, below the key, falling foot deep into lava, whereupon Dashel used his magical jetpack of wingedness from the Ant Queen, hop, skip, and jump across the other side of the cavern to grab the key and save Dirk's life.
Literally no effort whatsoever. It was
it was very easy.
I mean, if he just did that in the first place, you would be fine. But, I mean, that's for your character to blame him. That's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
The party then went through the fuck door and found themselves in Kangaroo Court, charged with the crimes of their past. These are their stories.
Chum chum.
All right, welcome back to Botch. This is episode 20 of our second season, and we're going to start where we left off last time in the so-called Kangaroo Court, right after the recess, as they are being currently questioned about the two guards that they killed in Cork. So it is up to you guys at this point to question the guards.
Do we have to question the guards, or can we just defend ourselves?
I mean, you could say no questions and then call yourselves up to the stand and then just say, this is why we did all of these things.
I already explained myself.
Yeah,
I was in fear for my life.
Is that what we want to do, Brock? He's my legal counsel.
Probably.
Okay.
Because, I mean, what did we do with the nurse from New Cloverton? Because whatever we did
just logicked it out.
Yeah. So we didn't ask her any questions.
We said, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So just tell them they're wrong, and then we can tell our side.
Yeah. So we have no questions.
Okay. So
for these liars.
So they just get down and leave, and they say,
we call the four of ourselves to the stand.
Okay, you can do that.
Are we sitting on each other's shoulders?
No, it's just a bench at that point. It sort of extends into a bench.
Well, I'm up front, so.
We tried to sneak around them. I'll argue that we tried to sneak around them.
Oh, we talked about an argument outside.
And if it wasn't for the vicious hive brain that controls them, they wouldn't have recognized us.
They wouldn't have
and they wouldn't have been necessary for Dirk to kill them.
They wouldn't have.
So it's really on their deaths are on the hands of the hive brain man.
So the argument we came up with is that do we want to do the seeking shelter?
Well, let's see if this one works. Because if this one...
That's his testimony.
Oh, that's his testimony.
That's just his testimony.
Sure. Roll persuasion.
That's me guidancing myself. Why don't I have fucking D20s? And I will roll my D4, of course. I get a 20.
Okay. Or would that be a deception?
Same stat for me.
Okay. So it doesn't matter.
I mean,
it's not really a lie.
That's a logical argument.
Okay. So they say, okay, so that's your piece. Okay. Anybody else?
Are we doing the shelter?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the emails.
Lock her up.
What about the emails?
Is it the Russians gave us?
Our argument is that while we were in Cork, we heard 4 more or less simultaneous explosions go off, and we're seeking shelter in the temple, and we're accosted by these goons, and thought it in our best interest and self-defense to protect ourselves and get rid of the people who were in our way.
So you're saying you went to the temple and were accosted by 2 of the guards there.
We didn't think that they were guards.
It was time of panic. There was explosions going on all over the city.
We thought they might have been insurgents.
Okay.
So we were trying to take shelter in the temple until all this explosion stuff settled out.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
I mean, it's my safety or yours, bro.
Okay. So you can say that part.
Yeah.
Persuasion?
Yeah, I always
Or
get
deception.
deception. I always get Cork and Palmyra mixed up.
What?
I don't know.
It's a city in Syria.
Aleppo.
Sure.
What'd
The
you get?
city formerly known as Aleppo.
For
the
deception,
hole in the ground, formerly known as Aleppo.
27.
27. Okay. And then, any other arguments to make about this? Or is the prosecution going to cross-examine?
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
They can cross-examine us.
So the prosecution comes over and says, so your argument is that you were unsure because you were so scared of the explosions going off all over town. But isn't it true that you were the ones that set off the explosions?
No.
9.
No.
Physics.
Why would we do that?
We were at the temple when the explosions went
We
off.
don't have the power to blow things up.
And also, I've already shifted blame of their deaths onto the halfling guy.
Onto
Remember my
Jerry.
first argument? We rolled for that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyway.
I didn't say... I'm just
Even if we
asking
did cause
questions.
the explosions, it's still that guy's fault.
Okay. So, deception again to say that no, you didn't cause the explosions?
Everybody has to
Yeah,
roll
everyone
it.
has to roll.
Are you touching everyone?
Oh.
You can
So
only
then,
touch
hold
one
on.
I was
person.
going to touch one person. So who's got the lowest charisma?
What's your charisma?
14.
I touched Dashel.
So, but since we're all helping each other, do we all have advantage?
Yeah.
I assist you, you assist Phil.
And it's persuasion?
Deception.
Deception.
Deception?
I'm guessing you got a
Okay.
crit because you're so happy. Oh, botch? Oh, botch. Okay.
Yeah, I got a 6.
I got a 20.
I give Brock my luck.
Hold on.
I rolled a 1.
With advantage?
We didn't have advantage.
Because you're all just
well,
going.
good. The first one I rolled was... That's good.
So what'd you get?
20.
Dashel? 20. Okay. And then Brock got a 1. And Dirk got a what?
I got a 26.
26. And Ziggy?
6.
6.
Look, man, you really gotta stop bringing up other events that they could charge us with. Like, no one said anything about explosions
That's bad.
until. And the guards.
Austin,
like
roll
these
again
guys,
for
these
me,
guards,
please.
this whole
Ziggy,
situation,
I'm just trying to get us all off.
not well.
Yeah, get me
Just
off.
a flat number. No adding to
Get
this
me
one.
off. I got a 17.
Okay. Let's see how
And
bad.
let it be noted, we're speaking to the jury, not the prosecution.
When you answer, Brock, you accidentally blurt out some, like, basically guilt towards something. I mean, you can choose which bad thing, but it has to be one of the bad things you...
He felt guilty
Blurt out.
about potting the halflings in the plants.
No, that's... You can't spin it into positive. He botched. So it's something
Yeah, I'm saying
negatively.
that's negative. He put the dead bodies in the plant pots.
I did do that.
It doesn't really hurt your case because you're arguing that it's self-defense. I'm saying this is a bad thing towards the case. Sure. Something else.
Yeah, we lit those fires.
You
You can
use
say
your mind
Return-
powers to not let them call for help to the hive mind. Who was
Return-
guilty of this crime?
Return the gas on.
Or when we
I'll confess that I shut off communication between the guards and the rest of the hive mind.
Okay. He says, why? Why did you do that?
Since he failed, he has to tell the actual truth.
Well, I would re-roll, I guess, because I can lie again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not again, because it's messing with my chakra, and my chi is all getting messed up.
Bad vibra. Bad
Okay.
vibes.
What are you getting?
Brock had cheese this entire time.
broccoli cheese.
He did have G proven.
So what am I going to say? Why did I do this? Because I'm just not comfortable around hive minds. Do not like them. Never have.
What'd you get?
19.
Okie dokie. So the prosecution says no further questions. So they let you down. So you have no idea what the jury thought of your answers. Only I know what they thought of your answers. So basically it's closing arguments. So the prosecutor gets up and he says, look, I think it's pretty evident here. Sure, they can spin a good story and say it's self-defense, but it's quite obvious that they murdered many people in cold blood. They admitted to stealing, whether it be for the right or wrong reasons. It's still theft. They extorted the mayor, again, same reasons. So you were dealing with a bunch of extorting, thieving murderers.
I prefer a high-functioning sociopath.
Case rests. He sits down. And Lewis is like, would you like me to do it, or do you guys want to do it?
Let's let Lewis
Let's
do
let
it.
Lewis do it. Are you alright with that, Dashel?
Yeah, I don't care.
I'll give him a pep talk and I'll touch
I don't
him.
care.
Let me talk to him.
Okay.
I just want to reiterate the point that we're
16.
committing crimes in a lawless place. So,
Quote unquote crimes.
Every crime that we have committed,
Alleged crime.
alleged crime we have committed.
Well, you admitted to a few, like most of them. You just said you're basically like panning them out for various reasons.
Stop the plague. It's for the greater good of the actual
we're
entire world.
We're trying to convince the jury that we're overall good.
Sure.
16
Okay.
for that.
So he's pretty jacked up. He's like, all right, guys, I'll give him my all.
And Ziggy touched him.
And Ziggy touched him. Oh, he's gonna need to touch him. I even rolled advantage, and I rolled 2 5s.
Jesus.
Then you get a 2, so you get a 7. He's just like,
He has no
look,
bonus at all.
these guys.
Are guilty.
Guilty.
The only thing these guys are guilty of
It's having big old dicks.
is being too cool for school, guys. Okay, so sure, they killed a couple people. Who hasn't? It's the wasteland. It changes, you know. And like, you stole stuff. Who here hasn't stolen anything? Hands up. Yeah, exactly. Everybody. Yeah, no.
Hands up, don't root.
So basically, like, if you guys find them guilty, then you're just a bunch of narcs and lame. And you don't want to be lame, do you? And then he just sits down. He's like, I think I nailed it, guys.
You don't want to be a square, do you?
So the jury leaves, and then comes back after the door immediately closes, like it just opens right back up, and they sit down. And they say that on...
They walk out one door and immediately walk in the other side
Yeah.
and sit back down.
They say on the charges of theft, find the defendants not guilty.
Hey.
On the charge of extortion, we find the defendants guilty. On the charge of murder, about 18 different counts, we find the defendants not guilty.
Woo.
By reason of self-defense.
Insanity.
They say.
Sorry.
So the judge basically says that your punishment won't be as severe as death, but unfortunately you will still have to face some sort of punishment. So he says,
Kangaroo court.
no, he says,
50 lashes
may I make
in ashless chaps.
a request of the court
Sure.
in form of punishment?
sure.
50 lashes by use of magic portal key. Yes, 1. Oh, bing. Bloop.
He says no.
Ah.
Unfortunately, you all need to pick a number between 1 and 5. You can all pick the same number if you want. It's up
How
to
many
you.
death machines are there?
They said it's not death, but you're picking a number between 1 and 5.
All right, how many of us are there?
There's 4 of you.
I select 4.
I'll do 3.
4, 3,
2.
2, 3. Okay. You get to decide which fingers equal to the number of that you picked get chopped off.
Fuck off.
So you lose 4 fingers, so which ones?
This was not told us in advance, therefore it's a
1.
moot point. None. I choose 0.
It says that or we just chop them all off.
Can you take toes?
Because 0 isn't a number.
I guess you could take toes.
I choose 2 of my toes.
Which ones?
Doesn't matter.
The big one and the little one.
Does matter.
Oh, no, it doesn't, because he doesn't have fucking feet.
No, that's right.
No, they're there. They're just very crispy.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They're
It's
not
really
floating.
you could just
They're-
pop them off.
They're nubs.
I've been eating them as snacks during the whole trial.
Popcorn chicken.
Yeah, little buffalo toes.
Buffalo toast.
Little baby toes.
I choose my dew claws, the ones that don't work.
That's 2. You got 2 more because you picked 4.
You should
You don't have 4 dew claws.
You need
Yeah.
a
You only
trophy.
have 2.
I actually, some dogs have a mutation where they have 2 dew claws.
Well, let's roll to see if you have 4 dew claws.
I'd like to roll
Wouldn't
that.
you have 4 since you have 4
High or
limbs?
low?
No.
I want high.
German Shepherds
Okay.
have 4 toes in the back and 5 in the front.
82%.
You somehow have 4 dew claws and get them all removed.
Snip.
Yep.
I've been wanting to pay for
No
that.
big deal for that one. Brock, 3. Which 3?
Fuck you guys.
You can take my 2 ring toes
Okay.
and then ring finger on my left hand.
Okay.
That's fine.
Never getting married.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Dashel.
I just pull my boot off, put it up,
Hold on, is
and
this
then
the
just
first
cut off 3 of my toes. Just go, fucking take them.
Okay.
I
toe
don't
cord?
care.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm a nihilist.
Okay.
I don't care. About
So as
anything.
soon as you do that, and he goes, okay. And then he basically, like the bailiff brings out a key and just puts it on your table and then walks away.
Great.
I touch it. Boop.
Bloop, and you pop back in the hallway. 3 doors are now locked. The only one left is the T.
T-door. I-T-T-T-T-T-door.
All right, Ziggy, this is your time to shine.
Volume?
It's the T-door.
It's only 1 door left, so
I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know why he said it either.
It's your time, brother.
Because it's T.
T for time to shine.
For
Oh.
Tristan.
T for Tristan.
I will go through the door.
Okay. Zoop.
Yeah.
I'll go through the door as soon as Brock does.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going in.
Yep. So
So when Brock, Dashel, and Dirk go through the door, they seem to be in a forest. It's very dark. It's very rainy. And you just hear this like weird whimpering sound.
like a
And everything seems almost cloudy, as if it was like a flashback of sorts.
crit 20 to
There's
Remember?
like soft
You don't
keyboard
remember it,
piano
It's
music
not
remember?
for you.
on the
It's not a
window.
memory of yours. You don't remember this.
We're in that fucking town from Twilight.
excuse me.
What?
Twilight Princess?
We're in Twilight. The
Whatever
shitty
he's saying is
vampire
not
movie
important. So
and books by Stephanie Meyer.
okay. So
No,
Beyond me, brother.
takes place in Washington State.
so the rain's really coming down at this point. It's very heavy.
You
What are
might
you
even
guys doing?
describe the noises you hear as distressed.
Yes. Very distressed.
and I don't see Ziggy,
No.
so I would have to guess that he's being tortured.
You're in the middle of the woods and it's raining. You just hear yelping. You don't know if
But I mean, I've heard Doglin yelps before.
sure.
Crit 20,
Sounds distressed. Very, very
like
distressed.
a Doglin.
Like it's definitely a doglin, yes.
So I would think that
Most likely it's probably
it's
Ziggy.
probably Ziggy. I'm gonna try to tap into these trees.
Okay.
Are they sentient trees?
No.
Duh.
So nothing. It's just just nothing.
A four wood.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Tree. Tree.
I want to be a rock.
I'm a bush.
Um,
I'm a bush. I'm rustling, 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 rustling,
Barton.
rustling, rustling. There's a squirrel that lives in me.
So yeah,
It goes.
shrieking squirrels. So yeah, you're not getting anything from these trees. These are not sentient trees. What are you guys doing?
Burning the forest down.
Well,
Well,
let's,
that'd be tough. It is a
let's make camp.
downpour.
Fuck you guys.
let's follow the yowling.
I guess I'll go follow the yelling.
Perception?
100.
22.
Mine's better.
16.
Okay. So you can tell it's coming sort of to the east of where you are currently.
Always.
I'll take my compass out and make sure that we're heading east.
Okay.
I take out 11 of my compasses and compare them.
So you guys are holding your hand over the compass as rain sort of like spitter spatters all over the place, and you head due east to the point where you can see like this looks like some sort of creature stuck in a mud pit. It's just shrieking and screaming about his grandmama and how he's late to see her.
Hey, mud creature.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I'm stuck.
I pull him out.
Strength check.
I assist.
18. With an assist, that's 18.
You managed to pull Ziggy Starhound, a very, very young Ziggy Starhound, out of the mud. He's completely covered.
Oh, hello.
Is this some kind of weird Hodor situation where in your mind we freed you from something now in the future?
No, this just happened.
I don't get that reference.
He doesn't know what you're talking about. He's never met any of you people before.
Just remember, humans are good and we help doglins. Always remember that.
Okay.
And so we're halflings. With or without feet.
Hey, check this out! I hit my ant backpack while holding him.
Yay!
Yeah, you like it, don't you?
Ziggy, do a perception check.
19.
You notice that the mud is sort of like coming out and creeping towards you like grasping fingers.
9 is coming again.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep ant packing. Just come with me, Ziggy.
Okay, so you're going to take him away?
We're just
My
kind of
hero.
flying around,
Okay.
15 feet at a time.
Okay. So Ziggy, is there anywhere you need to get to?
I must get to my grandmother's house.
All right, to Grandmama's we go.
It's...
Does she have hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Does he remember how to get there?
That's what I was rolling. Insight?
Intelligence. Or
History?
wisdom. History.
I'll intimidate him to help.
You're
You're gonna fucking tell me where?
You seem to recall that if you head northwest, it should take you to Grandma's.
First we find a river. Then we go through the woods.
Okay.
I tell him that it's
Sorry.
northwest.
Okay. So eventually you guys take him back to Grandma, and she's just there at the door waiting for him.
Legs open.
The legs open, just waiting. As Ziggy rushes into Grandmama's arms, everything sort of fades away. And
She looks like the big bad wolf with a apron and dress and a bonnet.
That is my grandma, yeah.
all of a sudden, now Brock, Dirk, and Ziggy seem to be fully conscious of what's happening. And you are... It almost looks like a pastel painting. Like, everything's very blurry. Very, very blurry. It's very strange. It's very blurry. And there seems to be a small blurry object with a few larger blurry objects.
Do I feel drunk?
No, but you are a little
Drunk.
disoriented just because everything, like, the walls are blurry and almost looks like running paint.
It's like in Oblivion when you jump into that painting.
Sheogorath?
Yeah.
You're going to Sheogorath's fucking Daedric
I
realm?
have no idea what this is. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah,
Oblivion.
it's like that, but more blurry.
Lit. It's like that plus Splatoon. In a cell-shaded world.
So yeah, so you guys don't see Dashiell anywhere. You have no idea where Dashiell is, but you just seem to be behind three blurry objects as they're walking through a corridor of blurriness. It seems like that.
I put on my glasses.
Doesn't do anything.
You can very clearly see how fucking blurry
everything is blurry as shit.
Roll for glasses.
So you can choose to follow the blurry objects. You can just wait there and see what happens.
Ask them where they're taking us.
I choose whatever Brock chooses. Because I'm strapped to his chest.
Oh yeah, you can't do anything.
He's papoose back.
Or am I on your back now?
No, you're still in my front.
Okay.
You're like face to face.
He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. I can give him little kisses on the forehead.
Who's my big boy?
You get out of here with that slut of yours.
You're going a little high, Brock.
What are you thinking, Zigzag?
I asked them where they're taking us.
They said.
We're in the
Do I
peanuts.
recognize this voice?
We're in the peanuts.
I don't recognize this voice.
No, you don't recognize.
I'm gonna
it.
keep walking.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Sure. So, all of a sudden, they're walking through this weird blurry corridor, and there seems to be two other blurry things that sort of appear from around the corners, and they're like, "Whoa, And then the three people in front are like,
Bang!
now you hear a boo. And then all of a sudden, one of them goes down, and then another boo. And this time, all these little blurry, round objects fly through the sky.
Fuck you.
But like, it almost seems like they go out, and then back, and then out, and then back, and then out, and then back. This goes for about 15 solid minutes, just reverse shots. It's like all angles. It's very dramatic looking, and then finally it goes down, and there's just that one smaller blurry object that's just there. Just
Fucking Batman.
Wow, I haven't tripped this hard since I hung out with Russell.
And then the two blurry objects start to make their way towards the small blurry object. Are you guys doing anything?
I ask them if they've ever danced by the devil by the pale moonlight.
And then you see them like move their arm towards you. And they're like,
I'm gonna reach for if I have a gun in my.
sure, you have a gun.
I'm gonna reach for two of my guns.
Sure.
Can I pull out my guns?
I activate my shillelagh.
Okay.
It's like the cave in Star Wars and it's in slow motion.
Okay.
And my shillelagh grows like a lightsaber.
It's more of like a.
Fair enough. So you guys going to shoot?
What are you guys shooting?
I don't have a gun.
The small blur.
The Joker.
It's up to you.
I'm not shooting anything yet.
Okay. Well, then they're
That's a
going to.
mistake. I mean, I want to hit them with my shillelagh, but
Go ahead.
Now they both miss. So you just hear like a bleh, bleh, and you just see these little round blurry objects hit the wall next to you and then sort of explode like
well,
a paintball.
Then I'm gonna fire on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire as well.
Okay.
no.
An 8.
It's not going to hit.
Yeah.
I will not hit either.
15 and a 24.
They both hit.
Would an 11 hit?
Yes.
Oh, then I do hit. Okay.
Actually, never mind. No, it doesn't. Just get your hopes up.
Are they being threatened by Ziggy?
What do you mean?
Is he within 5 feet?
No.
I'm trying.
But he's hitting with a shillelagh.
So you're running up to them and okay, so you're running up.
So then, yes, they are.
Then I add my sneak attack damage to the first hit. I'm just gonna focus on one of the blurs
Okay.
for my 2 hits. So the first hit is gonna do 16, and second hit is gonna do 6.
Okay. So it's blurry top half just sort of explodes into like a Jackson Pollock painting. Just, and then it falls down. The other one is like and then shoots
Speak English, motherfucker!
Ziggy.
No.
What's your AC?
13.
Yeah, though that's gonna hit.
Oh.
For 8 damage.
Whoa.
Bruh. And then it just hits you in the chest. So then back around to you guys to do what have you.
2 more shots off from the other blur. I wait for Ziggy to get in position.
I
He's
swing,
still in the same spot. I mean,
and I hit
Okay.
okay.
the 26.
Hits.
That'll hit.
And I do. I use my spell one.
1 million damage.
1 million.
12 damage.
He's dead.
100 billion.
You hit it, and its head also sort of like concaves in, and it hits the ground. This just paint sort of just runs all over the place. And then the small blur sort of like grows into what appears to be Dashel.
Oh, hey guys.
And then everything sort of fades to black. And then,
I don't understand that.
It's his origin story.
It's his native tongue.
His origin.
Are you a robot?
His origin program.
I don't know what you're talking about.
so now all of a sudden, Ziggy, Brock, and Dashel are together.
Holy shit, did you guys just watch my parents die?
The simulation of it? Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, right? Didn't you see how clearly you could see their faces and stuff? It just haunts me.
Because
to
you're a
this day.
child.
It haunts me. Haunts me.
Got
to
it.
this, to
So
this
you
day.
guys are, looks like a street in Massive City. And you are on the opposite side of the street, and there are 2 small children walking the other side of the street, and it looks like Dirk and some female halfling.
Yeah. I'm going to make fun of them.
You can do
And I
that.
pull out my gun.
With what kind of charisma?
Sure.
Hey, shorty.
Hey, short shit. 22 charisma.
Jerk, I guess you're made fun of.
Okay.
And I don't know how you want to feel about that.
Fuck you!
And then they just keep going about their business. And it looks like the two are arguing with one another. And they sort of stop and go, and then they sort of dart back a back alley.
Wait, was that a dog?
I'll follow
Okay.
and chase after him.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. Brock?
Yep.
Stop! In the name of love! Before you break my heart.
Is that what you're yelling?
Yes.
So,
Barack McGuffin.
when you do that, Dirk and the female sort of like look back, and then they just dart off like as fast as they can.
Which is not that fast because their legs are small.
I'm ant packing after them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 15 feet at a time. Just
While running.
You're like
and
a
then
grasshopper.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase.
Ooh, I'll get you.
Dirk, roll a athletics.
Sure. 3.
Yeah, no, the other person rolled a 2. So yeah. So you catch up with these two. And the girl's like, "What is the meaning of this? The fuck's your problem?"
Kind of mouthy.
Talk to my sister like that.
She's real mouthy.
Ooh, this is your
Shut
sister.
your fucking mouth.
That's your sister, huh? She doesn't have a beard.
She does.
Just not where you can see it.
It's longer than Dirk's.
That's my favorite kind of beard.
It's on her asshole, though.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's an ass carpet.
I want to wear it.
It's long enough where it looks
call
like
it
a tail.
Dirk, I'm gonna shave your
It's all in
sister
the back. They call it a cape.
I'm gonna shave your sister's asshole.
with my teeth.
He's a robot.
The
What are you
teeth
supposed to do
spin
here?
and it's a chainsaw mouth.
So yeah, Dirk, you don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
So what would you do if these people were trying to stop you, I guess? I mean, they catch you, technically.
This is when I'm younger, but not a child, so I'd probably pull a gun on him.
Okay.
No,
Alright.
wait. In this scenario, I wouldn't have a gun. I'd pull a knife on him.
Okay.
I cast an illusion on the knife to make it look like a dildo.
Don't care.
Yeah.
It's
He'll just beat you.
I'll get you. Were you fully expecting to have a dildo? What does that do to you? You're like, I thought I pulled a knife.
Magic isn't real in Mega City, right?
Massive city.
Massive City?
Yeah, they wouldn't know about magic, so.
So wouldn't that be like a con check for
shocking
Dirk?
kind of thing.
To be like,
What?
what the shit?
Yeah, the girl's amazed, but she still pulled a knife.
I live in the slums. There ain't shit I haven't seen.
But you've
Well,
never
magic, you
pulled out a
haven't seen
knife and
It turned
had it
into a
actually
dildo.
be a gigantic cock.
Dildo can still be a weapon.
I was gonna
Massive
say, if you got-
cock.
those things are dense. I mean, you can take quite a
I mean,
beating.
you
I've
want
seen
me to
movies.
roll an intelligence check to see through the illusion?
It'd be with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Why would it be disadvantage?
You've never seen
Because
an
you've never
illusion
seen an
before.
illusion before.
You wouldn't know it's an illusion.
Okay.
So just, yeah, roll.
I got a 9. Yeah, 9.
I'm gonna say you won't know that it's an illusion. So
What's-
you'll think you're holding a dildo.
Still gonna brandish it.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, these guys, one has a knife, one has a dildo.
I'm gonna turn her knife into a dildo.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend mine.
Make it a fleshlight.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
She knows it's not that. She rolled a crit 20.
She should roll a con save.
What's the con save for?
She's never seen magic before.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's fine with it.
No, I'm sure she is.
Everyone in this world's fucking fine
They're
with
asshole.
magic for
Yeah.
some reason.
They're asshole braids.
Oh, that's obviously magic.
Doesn't change my perception of the world.
Nothing's changed. That's magic now.
What's our
So
end
she-
game with
So she threatens to
Dirkleton?
hit you with this dildo.
All right.
Back off.
I intimidate and produce flame.
How close am I to them?
You're like right there with
Yeah,
them.
can I roofie them?
Yeah, I'm
You mean with your little
surviving.
pouch thing?
The aerosol roofies?
Sure.
definitely want to use those now.
If somebody was to
not for
pull
some
that
other-
out, what would you do?
No, I won't
like
pull out my roofies.
It's like
I
an
would-
air horn.
Throw the dagger at him.
Okay.
I am going to light a cigarette and just smoke at them.
Well, the chick says, "Well, I guess we'll be going now." And she
Where
immediately-
Where are you going?
Where you going?
Don't fucking worry about it.
We're here from
Mind
the
your own damn business.
Can't.
We are here from the future to warn you about great danger.
It's your kids, Stark! Your kids!
Something has to be done about your kids.
Oh wait, I ask
I have
excuse
SIDS.
me, Dirk Gentlemanly. Have you seen this man? When I pull out the picture of Frankie.
And I pull out my newspaper clipping and Russell's really
yeah.
bad drawing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Frankie.
All right, good. We've come in the right time. Excellent. We're all friends of Frankie's.
It's not too late.
Okay.
We can save the cheerleaders, save the world.
Come on, Dirk. We gotta go do this thing.
Ooh,
No,
what you
your
guys,
sister's gonna get turned into hamburger.
What you guys doing?
Don't do it.
What you doing?
I imagine.
Don't worry about it.
It's none of your fucking business.
Doing some crime?
You're obviously a pig. Working for the fuzz.
No, I'm a private investigator.
Same difference.
What did?
So you
that
Canadian
doesn't-
bacon.
But I'm not. But I'm not a police officer. Hey, you're friends with Frankie's a police officer, right? I'm confused. We're doing some crime.
Hey, Frankie's like,
Hey, you kids criming?
You guys down for some crime?
yeah, Frankie's like a father to me. How do you know him?
He's like a brother to me.
That's weird. He looks a lot younger than you do.
We already established we're from the future.
We didn't establish that.
I told you that.
You just tell him
said
that.
it.
You can roll to persuasion.
Insight.
I don't care if you believe me or not.
I mean, I persuade with a 12.
We don't really have to.
But I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, we don't care.
You're not from the future.
We absolutely are.
If you beat my roll, you would think I'm telling the truth.
I got a 16.
But you roll?
I would persuade you with a 12, but I'm not lying. So
Yeah.
if he's inciting,
Yeah. So you know You know that they're being honest.
they think they're telling
They
you.
think
They
that they're from the
future. Yeah.
All right, crackheads. We're gonna go now. Here's some money for your troubles. Just
How much money?
leave us alone.
How much? Cough it up.
I don't know how much I
Small
want.
I
man.
only have a couple bucks.
Yeah, it's like $5.
Give me 5 gold.
Throw the 5 gold on the ground and run away.
I follow after them.
And that's the sound Dashel makes.
Ant packing through the streets.
Floating from rooftop to rooftop.
So you throw the money and then bowl, right?
Daddy, the detective.
So I'm.
Athletics?
We're moving 50 around, and Dashel is moving 45.
Okay.
Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Why do you move more than I do?
Because double move for a halfling is 50 feet, because my base speed is 25, and you jump 15 3 times.
But I'm
45 feet.
also running.
Okay.
I'm not just relying on the ant pack. I'm running, hitting the ant pack.
Okay.
Staying running in air.
Yeah.
Landing,
Okay.
running.
Yeah, whatever.
So
I'm just staying
I got a
behind you
5.
guys.
stealth check.
Stealth. I'm good at that. But I don't have my husk of hiding anymore.
That's true, you do.
Let's see how good your stealth check is.
Yeah, I get to re-roll that.
So not good.
18.
Yeah.
I can see him.
Okay.
I got a
Perception
29
24.
29 perception.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So you guys basically duck around the corner and try and sneak away.
I knew you guys were doing crime.
And he's just like,
Hey!
Why don't we just follow them to where they do their thing? Who cares?
Fine.
I mean, in all these situations, we had to let it play out. So
Why is this fairy following us?
Oh.
it's a fairy godfather.
Is that
Throws glitter in the air.
It's caltrops. I'm a very brutal fairy. Very brutal.
Okay.
It's dried flakes of blood.
So you're just going to let it play out then?
Yeah.
We'll follow.
Okay. So you're following at a distance then. Dirk, do a perception check to see if you notice them following you.
Yeah. Either 20 something.
Okay.
23.
23 stealth. So you see me.
I see you.
Okay. So you guys are way far in the back, but they do notice that you're there. So you, Dirk, and your sister are at the designated location. She's like, all right, Dirk, you sure? You said this is a good idea, right? Like, we need to do this?
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Okay. I mean, who's going in first? Me? You?
Dashiell's going in first.
He says over the radio.
Over.
His police radio.
You know, I'll cover us. Why don't you go in first?
Okay.
You're better at breaking in anyway.
Okay. So she goes up to the door and she starts picking the lock or whatever. And all of a sudden the door swings open. And she's like, Dirk, no! And then you see a flash as her head is basically just explodes. And she's blown away by this guy with a shotgun.
Like Toby in The Office.
Yeah. And the guy's like, chick. He's like, you fucking thieving kids!
Am I in range to see this?
Yeah. No,
I
you tell him to
shoot
see.
the guy.
Okay.
I tumble out of the way.
22.
Okay.
That's not a roll.
It's gonna hit.
And he takes 17 damage.
Yeah, he basically aims the shotgun slow motion to Dirk, and all of a sudden the side of his head explodes, and he just goes down. Just blood.
Hi, Dirk.
everywhere. But your sister's also dead. Just
I just
head missing.
fall down to my knees.
Trying to scoop it up and
Trying to
put it back
put the
together.
head back together.
It's not gonna
Sobbing.
work. It's not gonna work.
It's okay.
It's alright, Dirk.
Laura, no!
She's dead. You're our beer baby now.
So as that happens, everything sort of fades away. And this time when you come to, Dirk, Ziggy, and Dashiell are together, but Brock's missing. And at that point, we're going to take a break.
This month on patreon.com/botchedpodcast, the crew creates their exclusive episodes for the month. This one deals with intrigue, betrayal, murder, exploration, and trying to attain a magical treasure. Will the group succeed? Probably not. Will they be funny while doing it? Depends on how drunk they are. This one is hosted not by Dennis or any of the other assholes on the show, but instead by another Patreon subscriber. And no, it's not Logan. Also on patreon.com/botchedpodcast, if you subscribe, you can get access to our Discord channel where you can talk to assholes like Phil and Dennis. Also by subscribing, you can even get access to creating bonus content for our weekly episodes, such as items, traps, monsters, or even other NPCs to fuck with the players. So if you like any of that shit that I just told you, head on over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast.
And we're back. All right, so as we were saying before, Dashiell, Dirk, and Ziggy find that everything is sort of faded away and then coming back to light, but it's a little fuzzy still, and all of a sudden you hear this like crack noise, like a, and then everyone's seems like cheers, and everything fades in and out, and then it comes back into like a malt shop. And you just see this man and his son with a cap and a big trophy and a bat as they're walking out with two big old milkshakes, walking on down the street. That's what you see. You find,
1950s malt shop.
Oh, geez, son.
and you guys are on the opposite side of the street.
Just watch.
Okay. Question for the DM.
Sure.
Do we remember what happened in our memories?
Yes.
Okay. You guys are a bunch of dicks.
Why?
Because you let my sister get murdered.
You let the things happen the way they happened. Anyway.
So yeah.
Just so I know.
Okay. So what are you guys doing then? Dashiell, Dirk, and Ziggy.
I mean, if we save the kid,
Watching from afar.
he's never gonna join our group
Okay.
because he won't be the Obsidian Star anymore.
I watch.
Yeah, from afar.
Okay.
The lesson we're supposed to learn is you can't change the past.
Since we're in our minds, I summon some popcorn out of the ether, sit down, summon a lawn chair, and just...
Roll
Popcorn
intelligence.
20.
Sure, you somehow summon a fucking bag of popcorn. Well, no, you think it, and all of a sudden a popcorn vendor just rolls up, and he's like, "Popcorn, get your popcorn here.
Yeah, take some.
That's a gold, sir."
Go righty.
Old man Dashel.
Ooh, I've aged.
You have AIDS?
I've aged.
Goat's AIDS.
God. Okay.
I see Dashel mysteriously summon a popcorn vendor and attempt to summon a hot dog vendor.
All of a sudden, the popcorn vendor says, I've also got hot dogs if you'd like one of them.
I'll take 2. With
Two
chili.
hot dogs, that's $1 gold.
Chili and onions.
2 for 1.
What about underage ladyboy vendors?
That's just illegal.
I fund cream.
But he opens and he pulls up his kilt, and there's a small child there.
The little ladyboy.
No, we're still in Massive City. We're not in Thailand.
Yeah. Well, it's all
Yet.
sort of the same.
What's the Thai quarter?
Yeah. That's where the malt shop is, the Thai quarter.
It's the best malt shop in town.
Yeah.
Guangdong Thai malt shop.
Guang Long
Little
Dong.
Thailand.
Medium trouble.
Little Bangkok.
So, as you guys are doing this, you see a car sort of peel around the corner
Some young guy.
and sort of drive, I'd call it vigorously, but just kind of all haphazardly down the street
Drunkenly.
towards, not drunkenly,
Erratically.
erratically,
Errantly.
sure, towards where
Chaotically.
Brock and this small child is.
Well, I wonder what happens next, guys. I don't know this guy. You think it's good?
Shoot the child.
Well, I bet.
Do you?
No. I watch.
You just watch it? Okay.
Eating my dog.
So yeah, so you can't really see what's happening because it's on the other side of the car, but you just hear all of a sudden this pop, 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 pop. And then like the child falls down, blood splatters against the wall behind him. And then Brock seems like he's hit, but he doesn't seem like he's, killed or anything like that. And the car just screeches past. And then all you see is just this dead child.
Can I see the license plate?
Yeah, you could try.
All right.
Perception.
I will also attempt to view the license plate.
Crit fail.
Okay. You didn't see shit.
I only got a 13.
You got a partial plate.
Okay.
Yeah. So there, Brock's just on the sidewalk holding his child, just crying and screaming.
But the guy did empty an entire clip of an M9 Beretta.
Okay. That's good information, I guess.
Ancient
It was
weapon.
9 shots.
Okay.
Well, it could have been a different weapon.
Could have been, but probably not. Not in Massive City.
Don't know what
Berettas are
difference
cheap.
it makes. But anyways, so you just see this.
They're party favors, really. You can get them as
Well,
change.
they're probably about $350, which is pretty cheap for a handgun.
So everything sort of fades back to black.
They did nothing.
No,
Fade-
but
fade to
Brock,
black.
Brock is still. He's there with his dead son. Roll a Constitution check, Brock.
Oh, Brock could break.
13.
That's not great. You just can't stop like crying and screaming, basically. And all of a sudden, like there seems to be like a gun next to you. Constitution check again.
And Brock never existed.
13.
Also not great. So you pick up the gun. You guys are just watching this, by the way.
Can we assist?
You can do something.
Hey, I'm gonna yell at him.
So
Do it, pussy.
he picks up the gun
Hey, Brock.
and he's pointing the gun at himself.
He hasn't pointed it. He just picked it up right now.
Okay.
Roll another con check.
Do I see any flails or maces
No,
around?
it's just a completely black. What'd you get?
8.
So yeah, no, you. Where would you like to put it? In your mouth? Okay, so Brock puts the gun in his mouth.
Hey,
Oh, nine, don't do that. I like you.
we can't see any of this, right?
Oh yeah, you're all
No, we
standing there.
can see it.
It's just you guys.
It's like a black scene with a spotlight on Brock.
Ah, it's like a shitty college
Are you
play.
guys
Yeah.
doing anything?
Brock, no!
Hey, you have to become a vigilante.
You need to avenge your son's death.
You can't do it if you're dead.
That has to be persuasion.
Come to my
right?
grandmother's
Sure.
house and we'll eat some yummy, yummy dog rolls.
Did you say dog rolls?
Don't eat dog rolls.
Persuasion.
It's code for dog dick.
So I got
9.
I got a 10.
I got a 20.
What'd
That's
you
good.
get, Brock?
What am I adding to this?
It's just your
It's
persuasion.
just persuasion.
15.
Okay, so Dirk convinces you to take the gun out of your mouth. And you put it to your temple.
No, I'll take it down for the moment.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing now? That he's removed the gun from his mouth.
Are we aware that we're in
Yeah,
memories?
no, you're all there. I mean, I don't know if you're aware that you're in memories. I assume you probably would have figured it out by now, but...
I want to roll an intelligence check just to make sure my character knows that we're in memories.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Yeah, no, you know.
Okay. Brock, we're in a memory of yours. Everything that's happening happened to you before. And we need you to live now. Because we need you. And we love you.
To save the world.
Put it back in his mouth. Persuasion.
It's only a 15.
What'd you get, Brock?
12.
Okay, so you are convinced to basically take the gun and put it down. At which point, everything sort of fades away. There's just like a key laying on the ground with a little spotlight around it.
We're being mindfucked by the little asshole.
I grabbed the key.
Okay, so when you do that, you find yourselves back in that hallway, but all the doors have closed, and then all of a sudden they start just shaking and crackling, and light starts pouring through the doors, and they explode inwards, and you seem like you are sucked forwards, and all of a sudden you find yourselves face
Living in a
down
oh, sorry.
in that spoogey, dried spooge room with the Reginald.
The Jizz Blizzard room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks different, so perception check.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have to go anywhere in Brock's memory.
16.
23.
Because I don't have any feet.
Okay.
Or do you have feet now?
18.
So
8.
it looks much more dank and dusty and dirty, and there's like
Dank,
this.
dank weed.
So
Fucking
where
dank, dude.
the stone throne
Lit.
was, Reginald looked like pretty normal before,
He does look
but
pretty.
now
He looks
pretty
gorgeous
pretty.
now.
now he's like a mangled, massive head, like on a little shriveled body, and like little tendrils are coming out of his head into all directions, and he's like,
Ah, you fucking assholes! How'd you do that?
Magic. Magic, bro.
Because you suck.
so yeah, initiative at that point.
Crit 20.
23.
20.
Which leaves me at 21.
Yeah, but you crit, so you would go first.
So up first, Ziggy.
Shillelagh.
Yeah, I just run towards him with my shillelagh.
Okay.
With that d20 I've got. There we go. Nope. 9 to hit.
No, it will not hit. And then it will be Dashiell, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So the things like he's got things connecting his head to the walls.
Yeah, like imagine like your hair, but they were like real thick, like clumped together, and they're just all in the walls. It looks like almost tentacles of sorts, but it's like burrowing into the walls and the ceiling and in all directions.
All
So
right.
imagine a white dude with dreads.
I'm gonna give Big Head Reginald the finger and cut a bunch of those. Just fuck you, dude. How's this feel?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say you can probably cut 2
All right.
if you do that. So roll to attack it just to make sure. Because you just have to hit it.
17.
Yeah, that hit.
All right. I didn't add anything to it.
Okay.
I don't,
Roll damage.
oh, all right. 6 damage.
Okay. So you cut one of the smaller tendrils, at which point it makes like this noise, and it sort of like shrivels up and goes towards the wall. So yeah,
He
that
don't seem
happened.
to like that.
So then it will be Brock's turn.
You have to open it to read it.
Okay.
Is that how notes work?
Yes.
Okay. So,
No.
are you
Fuck
sure?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Fuck it. I was very confused by this note until I opened it.
Yeah. That's how notes work.
And read it.
It's got no words on it.
Joshua.
What does it mean?
Joshua Archite. Very elegant. iTunes.
Heard on that.
Very elegant. So he cut off one of the tendrils.
Yeah.
How many are left?
I would say there's probably about 50 something.
Oh. So
There's a lot.
Run around swinging.
I'm just
quite
going.
true.
I'm going right in and trying to. Yeah, I'm going right in with my Garth Maul,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to
Clock
home run swing at him with it.
Okay.
I am going to use my heavy weapon feat,
Okay.
so if I do hit, it's a plus 15 to damage.
Okay.
What?
It's a big old swing.
He's a feat.
I picked the heavy weapon feat.
It's -5 to hit,
Yes.
plus 10 to damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, that would be a plus 15.
With your other modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
I'm sorry. I was
Sorry.
confused.
It's a 21.
Yeah, no, that hit.
So that's 2d6 times 2 plus 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
2d6.
1-1.
It would still be 17.
Oh,
Or-
wow.
Yeah. Min damage.
18 plus 15
32.
is 32.
3.
33
Okay.
damage.
So you basically concave like one side of this thing's head. Like it causes a massive wound.
Huge bloody gash.
Yeah. Huge bloody gash in his face. You could stick a walrus dick in that thing. I mean,
Or tusk.
How
Dirk.
big are walrus dicks?
Huge.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
To the internet.
I'm going to look this
We're
up.
about to
big-
find
How
out.
about you go?
Dirk.
And we'll take a break.
We're going to take a fat break.
I'm gonna stab at thee
Okay.
with a rapier and short sword.
Okay.
First attack's gonna be a 19
Walrus sucks on
and
dick.
a 16.
They both hit.
Awesome.
Sounds pretty big.
So walrus dicks are about as big as a human forearm. I have a picture.
I have a video.
I don't want to see that.
So what are you doing, Dirk?
So I hit twice.
Yep.
Once with a rapier, once with a short sword, dealing 28 damage total.
All right. So you also put a whole lot of wounds in this thing's face.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to hide on Brock's chest.
In the papoose?
Yep. With my husk of hiding.
I mean,
I can
technically
make-
you're still just in there. You
Yeah.
haven't gone anywhere, but
No, I'm hiding in the husk.
okay.
I make it look like I'm a caterpillar in its cocoon,
Okay.
I guess.
Dirk cast Harden.
Okay.
It's super effective.
Okay. So then it
me
is
too.
the
Yeah.
creature's turn, and he sort of opens his mouth, and all of these just amass.
Bees! Bees! Millions of bees!
Not the bees!
Mind beast.
I don't mind it.
It's all these like thorny tentacles
Hmm.
shoot out of his mouth and immediately try and stab you all.
Excellent.
It's
Hentai
even
weapons.
worse.
Do I have time to, like, action?
Nope.
Like, I can't turn around as he does that?
I mean, you could turn
No.
around.
Okay. Well, if I turn around, it's going to shield Dirk from any attack.
Dashel, what is your AC?
It's fine.
15?
Okay, so you're gonna get hit twice. Brock, what's your AC?
19.
Wait. No, I'm not. Hold up.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Brock's gonna get hit twice.
On a 19.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dirk.
Does he know I'm there?
Oh, yeah.
With a 19 stealth on Brock's chest?
It's a it's. Never mind. One's a crit and one's just a normal hit.
That's fine. Question.
Yes.
Do we have the HP we retained from Dream State?
No, it's whatever you had before that.
Do I still have feet?
No, you don't have feet.
So
But we never
Okay.
healed him.
I was never healed, so do I still have
That's whatever your hit points were before when you left.
when we left?
Yeah.
So we're all at full.
What's your AC, Ziggy?
My AC's wrong.
13.
Oh, you get hit 4 times.
Oh, great. So it does 16 attacks around.
Yeah.
A whole bunch.
We did.
Does it matter if my AC's actually 17?
No, the two that hit you were like in the 20s.
Fantastic.
The other two were way, way low, so it didn't matter.
Fantastic.
You are going to take 16 damage, Ziggy. For you, Dirk,
Had a crit and a hit,
Yep,
as I remember.
you take 15 damage, Dirk.
Yeah, that's fine.
Brock takes 11 damage, and Dashel takes 13 damage.
Lit.
And
The fish is lit.
everyone do a Constitution check.
How about a 16?
Good enough.
12.
Not great.
17.
Good enough.
Moment the force is with me. 15.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see here. Yeah, you're fine, Ziggy.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. So then back around to Ziggy. Starhound.
I guess I'll
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh because I don't really have anything that can cut the vines.
You really think that the vines are the key?
I don't know. I'm just gonna hit him,
There's too many of them for me to care.
and I miss.
Okay. So then it'll be Dashiell's
So I
turn.
get to take another action.
Oh.
I cast a spell too.
You can, I guess.
Can you?
It depends on the
I'm asking.
spell.
Is this just a move and an action and a bonus? That's all I get.
Give me that book real quick.
I'm finished with my turn.
Dashiell, you're up.
How many of the little tendril things can I get through with make an attack?
Wait, what are you asking?
I'm giving him the finger and cutting this little
The ones that are
connections
connected to the
wall.
walls?
Yeah.
You could probably, since you're right there, you could probably get through like 3.
Okay.
Just roll an attack once and make sure it's not a botch.
16.
Okay, that'll hit. And then just roll 1 damage.
7.
Okay, so you cut 3 more tentacles or tendrils from the wall, and they also like shrink up to the ceiling and sort of turn black and ooze a little bit. And he's just screaming and going crazy, and little leftover pieces wiggling all over his head, shooting black
So
goo.
there's like 50 of them, but they all come to his head.
Yeah,
What if you just like ran a sword across the top of his head?
Who you shave
they're
him?
all over.
Give him a good shave.
So you could run it right across the top,
Mm-hmm.
but like it wouldn't get all of them.
Give him a nice tight fade.
Sure. So then it would be Brock's turn.
I'm gonna move the papoose from my chest to my back
Okay.
so that you can shoot over my shoulders
Sure.
Okay.
and then not maybe have half coverage. And then I'm going to bash this guy using my...
Bash this nerd.
I can use that feat as many times as I want.
Yeah.
Correct.
You can use
Yeah.
it for every attack.
I'm going to
always
use that
be
feat
feeding.
again.
Okay.
19,
Hits.
35 damage.
So you hit this guy, and it almost seems like it crushes his head inwards. And sort of all the little tendrils sort of shrink out of the walls into his head. And he sort of sloughs down in the seat, and he's just like a labored breathing, like he's bleeding into his lungs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you don't even know what you've done.
We also don't care.
We have brought freedom to the people above.
You've brought nothing but death.
Yeah.
To
Sound-
you.
Sounds about
You,
right.
fucker.
So his gem is just in the middle of his head, just
Yank it out.
with your bare hand.
With
Use a tissue first.
with my shillelagh.
He could,
Well-
like a Gemerald.
Okay.
Like a
He's going to pry it out with a crowbar.
Okay.
Well, I've got a crowbar.
So strength check to pry this out.
I'd
will
like
cast
to have my
guidance
turn
upon
first,
myself.
but
Okay.
that's fine.
What?
Said I'd like to have my turn first, but that's okay.
Let me comment.
What is that? It's not combat anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we can dex off.
I don't need to shoot him in the face anymore.
I shoot him in the face.
19. An 18.
So yeah, you put this crowbar into his head, and then just sort of like, and it pops out, and his head sort of deflates like a balloon, and just like black goo shoots out of his eyes and his nose and his mouth, and he just sort of shrinks up into like a little wad of nothing.
Hooray!
Basically, I mean, he's there, but it's just like this little ring. It almost looks like a large black raisin, but just covered in like goo, and the gem is just laying on the floor, the tan gem.
I sniff the black goo.
It smells delicious to you.
Oh, yeah. I will eat the little raisin man.
Yeah. Have you seen Raiders? It's like that.
So yeah, so you just eat the little raisin gem then. Or not the gem, but the raisin man.
The man.
The raisin.
Little raisin
et.
man.
For some reason, you feel the urge to start singing the grapevine, but whatever.
How big is the gem?
It's like a baseball. you would say?
Ooh, we could set it.
Baseball.
Arthur! All right, well, I'll grab it with a pouch and just put it in the pouch.
Okay.
Just
Okay. So you do that.
separate from the tan fragment.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Although they feel like magnetized towards one another in your pocket.
No, let him conjoin.
Well, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
It was just a fragment off that gem.
Yeah, I'll put it in the pouch.
Oh, okay. It just eats it.
Who's the good crazy mind gem?
Just swallows it
Who's
up.
the good crazy mind gem? It's you. It's you.
You and your little precious stones. Going crazy.
My little rock.
I mean, I believe every man's stones are precious to himself.
Sure.
Every stone is sacred. It's the tan gem.
Yep. So what are you guys doing now?
I set fire to the jizz room, and
What are you setting
What
fire
is that
to?
noise?
That's him rubbing his feet on the floor.
what do you mean? What am I setting fire to?
It's a stone room.
No, it's paper mache jizz. Remember?
Well, you can light the paper mache jizz on fire.
Yeah.
It goes up like a
goes
tinderbox. Like
All right.
you are all on fire. No, I'm just kidding.
Brock, get me out! Get me out!
Swipe right on arson.
It's happening again!
yes. He now has PTSD and can't be anywhere near fire.
He's basically the Hound, but with no feet.
Yeah, with no feet. Way worse.
Can we find
opposed
someone
to no fear.
fix my feet?
I got you, brother. We'll bring you to Beckett.
I'll just put wheels on
Okay.
it.
We'll put
Beckett.
wheels on it. Like big industrial wheels.
I was thinking like Heelys.
I was thinking like caterpillar tracks.
No, we're not turning you into a halfling tank. Half treadling.
Half tankling.
So
Treadling.
we're still in this room, right?
I leave.
Well,
So according to Reginald, all the halflings are dead.
possibly.
From what he has said, all the halflings are dead. So there's no
There will be no consequences
there's
for our
no
actions.
consequences for our actions.
But what if he was lying? We do have to.
So if they are dead, we have no reason to fear going outside.
But if they're still alive,
I kind of
We should be afraid
spin around in a circle 3 times and
and lay
lay
down,
down and
defecate.
decide to take a little nap.
Okay. You want to take a nap?
with the room on fire.
Oh, the room's still on fire?
Yeah.
Apparently he lit it on
I
fire.
lit the room on fire and left.
Yeah, let's
This
go.
room's lit, fam. I'm out of here.
I leave.
Too lit for me.
Okay. So you exit the temple. You go out.
How's the town looking?
Everybody, well, do a perception check.
Natural 20.
26.
Okay. Everyone is dead. They're laying on the ground. There's blood coming out of their ears, eyes, nose, mouth, like a lot of blood out of their mouth. They're just covered in blood. And it looks like you can see the veins in their like face and head and arms and things like that, and they're all just dead. Like men, women, children, all dead.
What time is it?
Brock, do a
Constitution.
constitution check from all these dead children. I'm going to say do 3 of them.
So 14,
Put my hand on him
Okay.
in solidarity.
19.
Okay.
The last one was a 6.
Are you
Okay.
dead, your D4?
So you go through these waves of dead people, and every so often you see these kids. It doesn't seem to do a whole lot to you. You're a little rattled at first, then you start to get used to it. But then you see one that reminds you of your boy. What was his name? Arthur. One looks just like Arthur, and it freaks you out like a lot.
I vomit.
Okay, so you just throw up. Okay,
Oh,
I'm on your back, so it's
oh,
fine.
I did move him to my back.
yeah.
I lick up the vomit.
Just right on top of
So
him.
Ziggy just eats the vomit. Okay.
Don't you fucking drop me, Brock. I got 2 guns pointed at your head right now.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't. I
I mean,
can't.
I could just put you down and then you wouldn't be able to do anything. You'd be stuck here.
He could crawl.
He could crawl.
Use a beard, baby.
So, my idea. Once again, what time is it?
You don't have a watch.
9:14.
We can look at the sky.
It's
Is
nighttime.
it dusk? Is it night? Okay.
It's nighttime.
3:30.
My idea. Let's take everything of value in this town.
Could we also try to, like, So, like, if there's a dead halfling that's roughly about the same foot size as him, could we do a
To get
chop,
some halfling feet.
chop, and then I could cast heal on it while they're stuck together to, like, try to
No, I don't
fuse
think
them?
that'll work that way.
No?
We'll roll percent on it.
If you're willing.
I'm willing,
Okay.
but as a game mechanic, really only restoration works that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
You'd have to roll like 100.
No,
We need to find Doc Beckett. I need my feet. Or we could just continue this whole Master Blaster thing.
Who run Corktown? Master Blaster run Corktown.
So
But
what are
no,
you guys
we-
doing now?
We should take
Loot the crap out of this
everything of
place.
value in this town.
Okay.
And maybe level up.
Especially liquid capital, because it's the easiest to transport.
All right,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go around finding horses and carriages for us.
Okay.
We have our fuzzy cows.
Dashel,
Yeah,
liquid capital,
yeah, booze.
not assets.
No,
money,
booze,
money and booze.
booze. Yeah,
Money and booze.
yeah. I'm good. What do you think we're putting in the carriages?
That's a fair point. I apologize.
Yeah, like we can't carry it all ourselves.
I mean, some of us could.
And now we've got some horses.
So while you guys are looting the town, you hear like a dinging noise at the front gate.
Ignore it.
Yeah, go say hello.
Go out the back gate.
Do you? Okay.
I ignore it.
Hide in the burned out building.
Seems to be ant people on the other side of the gate. They're like, yes,
Oh, they're cool.
We were called here.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't understand.
No, we.
Should I?
Do we not?
Yes.
Do you not need our assistance?
So I'm gonna run up to him. Do I recognize any of the ants?
One of them is from your troop, and one of them is from Matthew's.
Which one is it? David, Jack, Jerry, Andrew, Alex, or Rex?
Rex.
It would be
Tell 'cause
Rex.
you ripped one of his legs off. That was
Rex is a fantastic trooper.
He is. He's a good artist too. He's a sculptor. I mean,
Yeah.
he might be able to sculpt you some fake legs, feet.
Yeah, maybe they
Well, I
have,
just need the feet part.
Yeah, I could have him sculpt you some feet.
or maybe the ants know
Or
somebody.
just cut it off at the knee.
I mean,
and give me
you're
the
with me.
like the backwards spring leg things.
Or maybe the ants know some healing magic back at their Atlanta.
Or that.
Hey, Rex.
Hello, Rex.
No, false alarm, my friend.
And then he sort of like looks around. He's like, "What's with all the dead people?
Cult.
Long story.
Cult? What's a cult?"
Don't worry about it.
See, they were all controlled by this hive mind, where everyone was a slave to like some sort of queen, you might say.
That's weird.
We had to put a stop to it.
They all died. I don't know. It was weird.
Just all of a sudden, it was like SIDS,
So you
but
don't.
for halflings.
Sudden halfling death syndrome.
Oh boy. So you don't.
Shit.
You don't.
Shits.
You don't need assistance
But-
anymore.
Yes, we do.
Also, there's this guy, and it's an elvish merchant.
That's fucking Kamash.
Gosh.
Damn
He's
it.
like, "Oh, why am I not surprised to see you guys?"
Oh, great. It's just
Here.
a dick. Fuck you, Kamash.
Hey, Kabosh.
I'm not even there. I just know he's there.
Hey,
I'm
Kabosh.
I say that with an 18. Just trying to
Yeah.
be nice.
What'd you guys do to this entire town of people?
They did
Nothing.
Nothing, technically.
Okay.
We've already been to court today.
screaming. In our minds.
Double jeopardy, bro.
We were found not guilty.
He's like, "All right then, I'm gonna just
Yeah, why
go to
don't
the
why don't
next
you?
town."
Do you have anything you could sell us some sort of restoration ointment?
Restoration ointment for what?
Held up his little nubs.
I need feet. Oh, look out to nubs.
He just laughs at your nubs for a second. He's like, "That is pretty funny."
I would too.
He goes, he's like, "I don't know of any. I don't have any salves that grow feet back. There's no lizard ointment."
Can I do an investigation to find some rollerblades for him?
Well, don't we want to ask
You could craft some.
Well, we can ask
the ants?
Aunt Lena.
Hey, until then, you could be sweet rollerblade. Hobbit man.
Well, I mean, we're in Atlanta's
Slice
good
it
graces.
away.
You can change your name to Dirk, but with an X at the end instead of a K.
Dirks.
Dirks.
Dirk's Lawler Skates.
Dirksies.
Dirk's roller skates.
Dirk's Lawler Skates League.
Slicing that street up, dude.
I think the best option is to go to Atlanta.
We should ask if they have the healing power to do this first.
Yeah.
They say, remember, we
What?
have healers, but I don't know if they can grow feet back. There's a difference.
Who do you think could grow feet back? Maybe Rudy Giuliani?
Maybe.
Yeah.
There's been a legend of a doglin that somehow has restorative powers.
Is it him?
No, it's not him.
Well,
okay.
what's his... What do the legends say his name is?
Beckett.
No.
Dr. Beckett.
Do I know this Dogman?
They look around.
I mean, that would be a history check for
Yeah.
Ziggy.
Sure.
19.
Butch. His name is
Oh,
Butch.
we have to go back to... Oh, we're not really welcome back in Dogtown. But Butch's house is outside of Dogtown.
Yeah. Also,
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Ziggy, they admitted to murdering the Doglins. How do you feel about that?
But they also saved me from my mud pit past
It's true.
and got me to my grandmother's house, so I love it very much.
So we admitted to murdering the Doglins because they were subordinate
And also, they weren't my friends. I was just hired to find
look for them, yeah.
in a
So
wartime.
I completed my job, and I have a better happy memory in my head now.
Okay. So, what are you doing now?
Well, after we have collected everything in this town of value to us,
Are the
What's
ant folk?
what counts as of value?
Are the ant folk going to help us?
I don't...
Yeah, they can carry a lot.
What do you want them to help us with?
Who just carries some
Well,
shit?
just
Hey, they're all dead anyway. We'll
looking
just-
around
we'll
and
just take the shit.
grabbing shit.
And
So
they can keep 10%
this town is
from the-
defunct. There's nobody lives here.
Well,
Everything is up for grabs. So we say 50% of everything in this town is theirs.
I'm okay with
They help us
that.
carry it around.
Yeah.
Well.
Help us carry it back to Atlanta.
And they could actually use the...
Raw materials.
Well, they could not only use the raw materials, but they could also set up a second colony
Yeah.
if they wanted to.
So they basically say.
It's a good deal.
So he basically pulls out of his pouch a little teeny tiny little flying bug.
Scabbard?
Fly.
Yeah. No, not fly. Like last
Scarab.
time. It's one of the
What'd I say?
scarabs.
Scarab?
Yeah.
Scabbards?
A
scabbard.
scabbard.
What's a scabbard?
Flying
Sword
scabbard.
holder.
No, no, it is, isn't it?
It's a sword hole.
Sword holder.
Sword hole.
So he pulls out of
His
little
sword hole.
scarab beetle, and he sort of chitters at it a little bit, and then it flies away very quickly. He says, "The colony will know soon, and they will all be here to salvage."
Hooray.
Lit.
Cool.
Are they fine with that deal?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
we're good on the ant people.
Okay. So I say we try and take mostly liquid assets.
What is that?
Liquor,
Booze?
got
What do you mean by liquid
Money.
assets? Okay.
The thing that you can turn around
Sure.
most
You mean
easily.
so just gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
Why don't you just say gold?
Gold,
Magic items.
magic items, paintings,
Alcohol.
Paintings.
Nazi war
alcohol,
paintings.
Nazi war memorabilia,
Collectible trading card games.
Pop Funko, little figurines,
Pogs.
Pogs.
So many slammers.
George Clooney's stray beard hairs.
George Clooney's straight beard hairs.
Okay.
Very rare.
So I'm
So
going to
we-
say total amount of money that you gather. Now, are you splitting that with the ant people, or are you just taking the money and they've taken everything else?
We're splitting it 50-50.
Well,
The money.
they have no use for money.
yeah,
don't use
so
it, so
so
they-
we're
really.
taking the liquid assets and they're taking the
Other
Physical.
stuff.
physical assets.
Okay.
So any lumber, timber,
Sure.
blah 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 blah.
So I'm going to say if you search each house and each dead body and all that stuff, you're going to find probably about 10,000 gold total.
So 2,500 per person.
Sure.
I'm rich.
Paintings, you're going to find lots of paintings.
What are they worth?
You have absolutely no fucking idea.
That's fine.
It's worth what you want them to be worth.
Yeah, that's how art works.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. As far as magical items, how would you know? There's no one there to tell you if it's
Druid.
magical.
Yeah, we have a druid.
He knows if things are magical?
He has detect magic.
Do you
don't
have
know.
identify?
No.
Do you have detect magic?
I thought about it, but then I didn't. Because we usually just get told you find a match. And
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
Okay.
my reasoning
So, nope.
I'll get it next level.
That's fine. We probably
Um,
leveled up by now.
We did just kill an entire town.
And a boss.
That's a lot of XP.
Yeah, you will level.
So,
It's definitely level.
Level 12. Here we go.
so most magic items have some telltale signs like glowing, doing weird shit, whatever.
Leaking blood.
Leaking blood.
Sure.
Could we roll for that?
You can. I'll let you each do 3 rolls.
I got a 4, a 16, and an 18.
Okay.
We're doing perception?
Yes.
Just a
Oh. Then a
perception
14, a 26, and a 28.
Oh, okay.
18, 27, 19.
perception. I get a 10, 20, and a natural 20.
22, 21, and 15.
Okay. So I'm going to say you're going to find 6 items that seem to be
Maybe magic.
different.
Okay.
You think that they could be magical, but you're not quite 100% sure.
Well, I assume we're going back to Atlanta.
Yeah, let's figure this
And
shit out there.
Drop our swag
We could
off.
probably find someone there to identify these items.
Yeah.
Sure. So do you want to know what the items are right now, or
Yeah. of
Sure.
course.
okay? One is a dagger.
Take
Dibs.
it.
One.
I'm
is,
short and have no feet.
Can have dagger feet.
Dagger feet.
One is a wand.
I'll take a wand.
Okay.
Gay wand. That's
Gay
the
wand.
wand of fabulous.
Okay, bow bow.
One is a cape.
Oh.
I kind of dig that.
Yeah.
Is he duckling?
Brock needs it.
Well, we'll see what it does.
One is a helmet.
I'm already
helm?
wearing a helm.
Helmut.
What kind of helmet?
This one sort of
Like a metal sombrero.
no.
I totally want to wear that. I really want to wear
It
that.
almost looks like metal mutton chops a little bit,
Oh,
but
yeah.
the top is like 2 squirrely like gazelle horns.
Yeah, mine.
It's
Mine
a-
druid gazelle horns.
You
But it's
can't
got
wear metal.
metal.
You can't wear metal.
Metal. Yeah.
Suck a dick.
It's a
Dibs.
Legionnaire's helmet with horns.
I'll take it.
And sideburns.
Well, that's the Legionnaire
So
part.
there's 2 more items. One is a crossbow,
Two-handed? One-handed.
and then one of them is a longsword.
Nice.
The crossbow, is it hand, light, or heavy?
I'll say it's a light crossbow.
Okay. D8.
I wrote down wand.
Alright, I got a helm.
I got
take-
dagger, wand, cape, helmet, crossbow, light, longsword.
It's all written down.
Dirk got all of it.
I'll take the
I
longsword
wrote
and
it
the
all
helm.
down.
I'll take the longsword and the helm.
Okay. Well, you might want to wait till you guys figure out what that's.
Nine.
You're just
Yeah.
saying you're
I'm
carrying.
not
Wand's a cape of
using
mine.
them.
Okay, you're just carrying them.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just-
that's
I
fine.
have them.
Okay. So, are you?
Did we find any feet?
Yeah, there's lots of feet all over the place.
Okay. Take as
Yeah.
many feet as I can carry.
That's an odd number.
As,
7.
as many feet as Brock can carry.
Sack of feet.
Yeah.
Pillowcase full of feet.
It looks like
Is full of feet.
it looks like Brock's just carrying a pillowcase filled with baby feet.
Well, he is. So
That's what it looks like.
My lucky halfling's feet.
Those look
I now
like
get to reroll
Arthur's.
botches. I've got the luck of the halfling.
you got a lucky halfling foot. Yes. Cannon.
Is there anything else you're doing in this town or looking for before you leave?
Nah.
Maps.
You guys have like maps of everything.
Evil communication devices.
Erotica.
Fanfic.
Halfling. erotica,
Fanfics.
What?
Healing potions.
You find a building that does have quite a few healing potions in it. I would say about 10 healing potions.
10 normal healing potions?
10 normal healing potions.
Okay.
You also find 5 blue poultices.
Excuse me?
Do we know what they do?
Nope.
Okay. We'll find out.
Next week. See you later, nerds.
Yep. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Check us out next time. No?
No, let's at least get back to Atlanta.
Well, I don't know. You guys said
So we'll hop on I'll hop on my fuzzy cow.
Okay.
Yep, I shall send the great Galactos
Okay, so you
to
guys
lead this party.
hop on your cows and follow the ants back to Atlanta as you leave behind a town of little person carnage.
Should we just... we can't burn it down because we're giving it to the ants. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I want to, but it's part of the deal.
Can we have Louis Pasteur just like roped and following us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can tie him to the wagon. He could be pulling the
Okay.
wagon.
Okay. So as you guys leave Cork, it gets smaller and smaller in the distance as you've left behind the numerous bodies and you make your way towards Atlanta with one gem down. We are going to call it. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Botched Podcast. Thanks to the people who support us over at patreon.com/botchedpodcast, like our new patrons, Chuck and Nolan Overton. Welcome back, Nolan. And if you can't afford to do that, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review.
And once again, when you commit mass genocide, think of Botched, and we'll be there.
Once again.
As always.
For the second.
See you next time, nerds.
Is that a child crying in the background?
So,
We're on a walrus break.
yeah, I'll wait. No, it's fine.
Oh dear God!
He's giving himself a blowjob. Oh, he's sucking his own dick. That walrus is committing autofellatio.
I have seen that.
Wait, who said I've seen that video before?
Wasn't me.
I've seen that video.
Uh,
Oh, he's coming up for air.
Back to work.
Oh, I'm gonna suck my own walrus cock again.
This is how you do it, Linda.
Yeah.
this is how you do it.
See how I don't ignore my own balls?
All right, so
You whore.